Ever find yourself unconsciously scrolling for hours just to realize that you've accomplished absolutely nothing? Your attention span gets shortened, your mind is unpresent, and like the ocean waves hitting the rocks, your brain gets hit by constant waves of fake dopamine. You feel like you need to stop, but the pleasure is just too much for you to like really rest your hand down. And at the end, you're just stuck in an epitome of virtual pleasure where time slips by your hand like sand and just have the whole day wasted. The truth is that mindless scrolling is actually way more harmful than just eating your precious time away. Matter of fact, it actually actively rewires your brain that could be detrimental to your mental health. Why do I sound so bot, bro? So just a few days ago, I experienced this as well. Yeah, it's not just you, it's me and probably the entire world as well, except for those monks living on the mountains or whatever. We as human beings are just constantly searching for new ways to obtain pleasure, and this is probably one of the easiest way to get our dopamine receptors excited. And so I was just sitting on my couch and I was just a little bit bored, and just because I got a little bit bored, I just wasn't occupied enough. It was like muscle memory where I just opened my phone, opened YouTube, and straight away went to shorts and just started scrolling. One short became two shorts, became three shorts, 10 shorts, and slowly 2 hours of unconscious scrolling just went by. I wanted to stop in between like some of the times when I was scrolling. The guilt was literally rushing against me, but the pleasure is just so exciting. My brain craves more, even though my logical brain tells me not to do it. And that feeling of wanting to know what that next short could be just kept me going to scroll even more and more and more. And my thumb just couldn't rest, and I was just in a swiping motion for 2 hours. My dopamine receptors got so fried that I actually had to genuinely take a break from it. I rested my brain and thought, why the fuck did I even scroll? What did I even gain from that? So what actually happens when you scroll? Well, there's a small region in your brain called the amygdala where it's responsible for managing emotions like anxiety and stress. And when you scroll, your amygdala gets highly triggered as it's constantly getting bombarded with thousands of informations in like 2 milliseconds. And so that's when your prefrontal cortex comes in. And so the prefrontal cortex is basically the front part of your brain, like literally like just right here. And it's supposed to receive the stimuli from your amygdala and give it a rational response to let your body know how to react to the situation. But in this case, big tech companies like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, they know that if they can isolate your prefrontal cortex away from your amygdala, your prefrontal cortex has no way of calming down your amygdala. So eventually it's gonna go bananas and start doing impulsive decisions. And in this situation, the impulsive decision is to just continue to scroll. And the constant negative pressure on your amygdala will often cause your body to activate your fight or flight system. But what happens when you activate the fight or flight system while you're scrolling? While you're receiving negative information and having this spike in your emotions, what can you actually do? You can't fight your phone because that's really just autistic, and you can't flight. No one just throws their phone away and runs, right? Unless you're weird like that. And so what you do is you just freeze. You just sit there and you get a shock or something. And triggering these emotions on a recurring basis is going to be harmful to your mental health. And so this isn't really a big puzzle to solve. If you want to stop scrolling, just engage your prefrontal cortex more. Try to discover different activities that give you a sense of consciousness that really boost your awareness around you and make you more sensible with your actions. And it will be best to find those activities on your own and just experiment with different activities to see which works best for you. But if I had one suggestion to give it to you, it would be meditation. And now when a lot of people hear meditation, they're gonna be like, oh, I gotta leave a long hair, go up to the mountains, and go When you're meditating, your prefrontal cortex actually gets bigger, like it actually gets larger, and that's a good thing. You're more conscious, and it's easier for you to like snap out of it when you're scrolling, because you don't actually want to scroll. It's just your impulses telling you to do it. Your monkey brain just wants you to get like instant fake pleasure from scrolling. And so you're more intellectual when it comes to dealing with your bad habits. So whenever you want to scroll, it's like there's a gap between the impulse and actually doing the actions. When you want to meditate, just focus on one thing, and I'm just gonna say breath. So just close your eyes, focus on that thing. It could be a dot on the wall, it could be a piece of, you know what, fuck it. It could be anything, right? It could be a sound, it could be a mantra inside of your head. You just have to focus on that in a period of time. And whenever other thoughts arise, you don't need to get mad at yourself, because that's a part of meditation. Just be like, aha, I see you, and proceed to go back and return your focus towards the thing that you wanted to focus on. Keep focusing back on your breath, focusing back on the mantra in your head. And this will eventually help you become more acquainted with your doings and give you a stronger sense of consciousness whenever you want to fall back to your bad habits. Whatever you do after this video, that I cannot control, but I hope you're gonna take action on meditation later, right now, today, tomorrow, who cares? So before you go, if you like this video and this video actually helped you, and you want more of these kind of contents that actually explain the scientific stuffs and help you boost your mental health and be beneficial to your life, make sure to scroll down and subscribe to this channel. Be the person you're supposed to be. Peace out, my G. Take one, my boy.